What's up everybody, welcome to a new Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we are once again on the VATSIM network in this Boeing 777-300ER in the KLM livery. Thought it would be a nice livery to fly today. The main event here is we're going to be flying into Boston, where the FSExpo 2025 event is going to be taking place in a few hours. Which means Boston, Providence, and a lot of other fields in the United States are gonna be fully staffed with ATC, so it's gonna be a fun arrival into there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for watching. Alright, we're now gonna go and depart from runway 24, landing lights, runway turn-offs on, and here we go. Let's begin our takeoff roll. Simple type of KLM617 Alpha departing runway 24, so. And 50% stabilized and toga.
Traffic. The Lufthansa cargo 608
8 knots.
Sierra, holding point Sierra 824.
V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Alright, flaps 1, we're gonna follow flight directives here for our guidance. And flaps 0, we're above our transition level here, we're gonna set bars to standard. Alright, let's go and turn on the autopilot like a real long haul pilot, sim pilot. We're gonna go and continue our climb here to level 130. Actually, let's go all the way to our initial cruise of flight level 30, that's good. Alright, above 10,000 feet, we can turn off the landing lights. Runway turn off the taxi lights. We're on smooth air as well, we can set seatbelt signs off. So our after checklist here, gear up, flaps up, spoilers unarmed, landing lights off. That's our after takeoff checklist complete. Let's continue our climb to level 340, and let's also just go direct to Memphis as well.
Traffic and a
Alright, we just reached cruising altitude of level 340 initially. There's no ATC at the moment, unfortunately, so we're just going to continue on Unicom here. We're going to go and see you all guys when we are nearing our arrival into Boston Logan. Alright everybody, a small cockpit update here. We are cruising here in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean at level 350. We are about to leave the exit point for Keflavik and approaching the equi time point here. As you can see, I've marked here on the ND. So we have departed out of Schiphol northwesterly, flying over England, Scotland, and then leaving the UK above Ireland, flying over the Atlantic Ocean near the southern tip of Greenland. And now we're going to be entering Canada east and continuing downwards southwest to Boston. So that's a little cockpit update for you. We're going to be having another cockpit update when we are reached the shore of Canada. Alright, another cockpit update here. We have reached the coast of Canada. As you saw there, we are flight level 360. Here you can see here we have just reached Canada here. We are right now above Newfoundland and Labrador. Smooth air right now at the moment. No crazy turbulences encountered so far. We still have around an hour left before we reach our top descent into Boston. Just going to continue here for a little bit more, and then we'll see you guys when we are nearing our arrival into Boston. Alright, we're back and we just got a call from Boston Center on 133.45, so we're gonna switch to them.
KLM617, are you on frequency?
Hey, from just switch, KLM617 heavy.
KLM617, squawk 4731.
4731 KLM617 heavy. Alright, we're about 200 miles left until we reach our top descent here. We're going to be planning to descend on the Ocean 5 arrival here. Here it is, the Ocean 5 arrival. We are going to go on the AJ transition here. So we're going to go to AJ, to Sophie, to Nico, then to Ocean at 250 knots, then to Bridget, and then to Ada at 6,000 feet at 220 knots. And then we're going to be getting a primary assignment when we're nearing on approach. A few minutes left until we reach our top descent. Just getting a little choppier here, and
KLM617 is going to be moderate to heavy precipitation, 12 o'clock and about 80 miles, indicating 20 miles in diameter. If you need a deviation, let me know.
Roger, thank you, KLM617. Yeah, we're feeling the turbulence here, but I think it should be alright.
Potential aircraft.
KLM617, request a heading of 185 to deviate for weather.
KLM617, deviation approved, advise back on course.
Roger, KLM617. Take a little heading to the left here to 185 to get in between the clear one here. There's a little clear corridor here. We're going to turn that heading. Once we pass that, we're going to go back to a right again. Alright, since we are past the precipitation now, I think we can go back direct to the point, so we can request that. KLM617, we can turn back on course.
KLM617, thanks.
Alright, direct to AJ. There we go, we avoided most of the weather out there, so that's very good.
KLM617, cross AJ at and maintain flight level 290.
AJ at maintain flight level 240, KLM617, sorry, if I had that correct.
290.
290, KLM617. 290 and there.
Hardline. Standby. Heartland, yeah, I can't keep up with all this call signs. Heartland 4782 Boston, our radar contact Kennedy 59 Boston.
Alright, we've just started our descent a few minutes ago. We're going to be flight level 290 level by AJ. Then probably we're going to continue on the Ocean 5 arrival. We go to the descent checklist here, so we do a quick recall. Great, notes are there. We're going to do an auto brake and landing date a little bit later, once we have our ATIS. For KLM617, are we continue to clear descent on arrival?
Sorry about that. KLM617, descend via the Ocean 5, runway 22 left, the altimeter is 3005.
Ocean 5, runway 22 left, KLM617, overs. Alright, we're gonna go and tactical descent to, at our own discretion actually. So we're just gonna put our altitude thingy to 6,000, just descend like a maniac. In the meantime though, we're gonna go and listen to the Boston ATIS on 135.
Runway 27 is approved for turn off. All aircraft take off.
Alright, we get information November here, so we can acknowledge that we have that to approach in a little bit. We are past our transition altitude at our altimeter, since we're in the US, to 3005.
Boston scene at a
There you go.
2000 for 1. KLM617, got a Boston approach 118.25.
118.25 KLM617 Heavy, have a good day, bye-bye. Boston approach, good afternoon, KLM617 Heavy, 14,000 descending, Ocean 5, Formation November.
KLM617 Heavy, Boston approach, information, I believe it is November, altimeter 3005, expect the ILS runway 22 left.
3005, expect ILS 22 left, KLM617 Heavy. Alright, we are cleared for the ILS approach runway 22 left, we have already programmed that in. So here it is. So our localized frequency is already automatically inserted in the 777. So our final approach course is 215, which is also automatically inserted. So we have the bar minimums here, which is 216, so we can set that.
Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Yeah, now we're gonna go and calculate our landing performance here. 22 left. Import the weather,
November 5, Foxtrot Lima,
import aircraft details, and import the weather. Let's see what we can do with auto brake 3. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get the reversers in as well. So, reversers and auto brake 3. So we can set that. And then we're going to set our landing speed. Flaps 30 we're going to do. That would be direction of 5 plus, which is going to be 146. Which is also what is showing here on the EFB. So that's great. Alright, we're under 10,000 feet. We can turn on the landing lights, runway turn-offs and taxi lights, logo and wing lights as well. And we have our seatbelt signs already on.
KLM617 Heavy, reduced speed 190.
Cool, that's low. 190 KLM617 Heavy.
KLM617 Heavy, fly heading 310, descend and maintain 4,000.
310, descend and maintain 4,000, KLM617 Heavy. 4,000, heading 310, speed 190 knots.
United 231, fly KLM617 Heavy, fly heading 310.
Heading 310 now, KLM617 Heavy. It helps if we do the heading select.
Approach, descend and maintain. KLM617 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, KLM617 Heavy.
Thank you.
No problem.
KLM617 Heavy, fly heading 270, reduce speed 170.
Left 270, speed 170, KLM617 Heavy. Alright, we're not going to do flaps
5 miles from, 3 miles from Wayne,
since we need to have our gear down for that. Actually, in a 777 it doesn't really matter.
United 13,
I know 777 you get an alarm, but I don't think in a 777 you do. We can do flaps 15.
KLM617, clear direct Noli, cross Noli at or above 4,000, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach, maintain 170.
Track Noli, cross Noli 4,000, cleared ILS to the left and KLM617 Heavy. Alright, we're cleared direct to Noli.
JetBlue 386.
LNAV.
Maintain 170 knots or greater until focus. Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Maintain 4,000 apparently. And from the weather it seems it's pretty bad visibility at 1.25 SM. So we might have to do a Cat 2 or possibly Cat 3 approach, but it says now the ceiling is 400 feet. So with our bar minimus that should be alright, I think, but we'll have to see. If not, we have to go ground. Alright, we're gonna go and arm the approach mode. So in a minute it will capture the localizer and glide slope. Alright, we have the localizer capture. And in a little bit we have the glide slope as well. There we go. We are fully established on the islands runway 22 left with the glide slope as well.
We are heading United 2, actually disregard. KLM61 Heavy, correction 617 Heavy, 170 knots until focus, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
17 till focus, Tower 128.8, KM16, 617 Heavy, thank you, bye bye. Alright, we're now mass out, we can go and put the gear down as well.
KLM617 Boston Tower, hello, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 22 left, KLM617 Heavy. Alright, we're clear to land and maintain 170 until focus. And then we're going to go to the assigned VR of 146. Alright, we are past focus, we can decrease our speed to 146. To our final approach speed. Flaps 20. 25.
386, then just make that right on. Going ILS to 2 left.
Alright, so landing checklist, spoilers armed, landing gear down, and flaps 30. Landing checklist complete. Let's hope we get out of the clouds, under the clouds in time. Oh, we got land inside, so that's good.
United 1330 Boston Tower, 1331
But we
Boston
now have
Tower,
to
hello, runway 22
inside
left,
as
clear to
well.
land, number 3.
2 left, clear to land, United 1331.
Brickyard 3658 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up and white, traffic crosses downfield.
22 right, line up and white, copy traffic, Brickyard 3658.
JetBlue 386, cross runway 22 right at Charlie, hold short of Bravo, contact ground point niner.
Crossing 22 right, short of Bravo, over to ground point niner, JetBlue 386, thank you.
Airfreight 711, contact departure 133.0.
We have the runway visible, we can
Over to
go and turn off
133.0,
autopilot.
Airfreight 711.
Here we go.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. Glide slow, glide slow.
Shut up.
Slow, glide slow. 20. 10.
Brickyard 3658,
There we go.
wind is 0605, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, Brickyard 3658.
Spoilers up. Reverse is green, diesel. Manual brakes. Reverser stowed. I hope we can go all the way to there.
KLM617, welcome to Boston, exit right when able.
Right when able, KLM617 Heavy. Alright, we can exit here at the very end.
Boston Tower 284 Lima Romeo.
Land number
Not
3.
the desired exit I
Land number
wanted,
3,
but
22
it's
left,
fine.
284 Lima Romeo.
As long as we fake it.
KLM617 Heavy, welcome to Boston. Take your next right on Mike, cross runway 9er at Mike, then left on Foxtrot. Hold short at 22 right at Foxtrot.
Right on Mike, cross runway 9 at Mike, and left on Foxtrot, hold short 22 right at Foxtrot, KLM617 Heavy. Clear to cross runway 9 here. At the meantime, we can turn off spoilers, landing lights off, strobes off as well, keep on the taxi lights, and then flaps to 0. There you go. So we're gonna go and continue here on to Mike, and then soon we're gonna go take a left on Foxtrot here, which is probably the next one, or not. Let's see. Or we can turn the TCAS back to transponder only.
31.
Oh, there we go. Another aircraft just landed, or I think that's the one. I'm not sure. Or we'll take the next taxiway on our left here and hold short Fox at Foxtrot 22 right.
KLM617, cross runway 22 right at Foxtrot, hold short at Bravo, contact ground point niner.
22 right at Foxtrot, hold short Bravo, and ground 1.9 KLM617, bye bye. Clear to cross, strobes on.
2 right, Foxtrot will follow traffic and then over to ground point 9 United 231.
Parking brakes off helps.
Boston Tower, Canada 30.
And cross the runway.
At runway 22
Ooh,
right.
not too fast. And ground 121.9er. Boston ground, good afternoon, KLM617 Heavy Bravo, request taxi to International.
I had 2 aircraft at once. KLM617 Heavy was one of them, you?
Affirm, KLM617 Heavy.
KLM617 Heavy, taxi to parking via Bravo, Lima.
Parking via Bravo and Lima, KLM617 Heavy, thank you. Alright, we're going to continue on Bravo here and then take a left on Lima to the initial parking.
To parking via Fox Alpha.
Gateway to traffic crossing and Fox Alpha to parking United 231.
Very busy here at Boston with this miserable weather. Really professional ATC here, really cool to see.
Disregard. Continue holding short of.
Alright, return on the APU. Take a left here on Lima.
Lima
And then we can take, we're gonna see which stand we can get. Oh, there's a speed within the way. Actually, let's go and take Echo 5 here. We're gonna continue. I'm not bothered to wait. I see Echo 5 is available here, so we're just gonna go there. Gonna change our spot to Echo 5.
On November, cross runway 15 left, monitor.
So we're gonna park next to the American. Oh, let's just go Echo 6 then. Or Echo 7. Let's go there. Right, let's not blind the ground staff.
Runway 15 left.
Turn off the taxi lights.
Cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
Alpha 1, Bravo,
Oh, shut up, too far.
15 right,
Oh,
hold short 15
parking
left,
brake set.
77.
And the APU is running. We can turn off the fuel and left and right engines.
United 30.
Alright, we can turn off the beacon lights, logo lights, and wing lights. We can turn off the seatbelt signs. Turn off the hydraulics. We don't need those anymore. Turn off the fuel pumps. I'm gonna go into EFB here and set our. Go to the EFB here and set our chocks. Request the ground power. Turn off the TCAS here. Set the parking brakes, and we've shut down the whole aircraft. We can now request deboarding.
Fleet 1701 Heavy, read back, hold short, runway 15 left.
Boston ground, Care Apollo 8 with November, ready to taxi.
Well, it seemed the jetboat didn't go fully all the way, so the passengers had to jump. Anyway, welcome everyone to Boston Logan International Airport with a flight time of around 7 hours and 4 minutes. It was a very fun arrival into Boston with all the busyness and all the ATC. That was very fun. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed this. And we'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.